right, so we have our teapot walls up. We have paddled it in and beat it. We have a nice perfect circle. We have our lid over here that's hanging out, and it's getting firmer every minute that it's out in the air. It's getting firmer because the water from it is evaporating, and it gets firmer that way. I have some teapots right here that I made some spouts. I made this teapot, and I made sure that the hole here is little and tiny. When the hole here is little and tiny and is, you know, attached down here a little larger, it pours better. This is how this one pours. Very nice, very nice. Here's one that a student made, and they made the cutest little knob. They put texture all over it with a comb. It is so adorable, but it has a very wide hole, and it pours very sloppy. Look at that. So you need to make sure that the hole is small and tiny. That is a lot better. Here is another teapot that I made, and it has a nice tiny little hole. It pours so well. Here's another teapot that I made. The handle is on top, and it has a tiny little hole at the top of the spout. So that's very important. I wanted to show you that. Okay, we're ready. We're ready to make a hole. I'm going to show you. You can tap that. Did you notice that? I tapped that a little bit, and I tap it at the other end. I cut it at a diagonal like this, because when I add this spout onto here right now, I'm going to put it right up here. I want to have it like this, and I don't want it straight out, so I cut that section off. So here we go. I'm going to mark it, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to cut it. Cut a hole. The same exact size as this. That's the size of the hole that I want. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to scratch and score all the way around here. Score the dickens out of it, really score it good, and score on here. Diagonal, diagonal, all the way around and back the other way. Very good. Put a little bit of the slip on there. And stick it on. Now it's not going to stay. No, not until you coil reinforce. So you got to take a little bit of coil. Make an earthworm size because we're coil reinforcing. And you go around it. And you attach it onto here all the way around. Very nice. And I'm going to brace this inside because it's so rubbery, it just wants to cave in when I smooth and coil reinforce. So, I blend and I attach it. There we go. Nice. And this side. Good. Okay, so the spout's on now. Hold it inside in case it keeps moving around. Excellent. Whoa. Stay on there. Good. Smooth. Good job. All right. Okay. So we coiled all the way around, and now it's on there really, really well. Inside, take your finger with a little bit of water on it and make sure that you go in and that you make sure that that's clear. Yes, it is. My hole goes straight up in that spout, and I like that a lot. Okay? It's nice. Real nice. Okay, do you see how my spout's going up at an angle and a diagonal? Yes, I like that. Okay, and if you need any help where you know it's wanting to fall down or something like that, then you know you just prop something. Find something in the area that you can prop under there. Look at that. I found a paper towel. I'm just going to put that under there just for now. You can always do that just for a few minutes. See that? Oh, I love it. Nice and straight. I am looking at that spout and it is so straight to me. Look at this. Straight. See that? Straight on. Okay, now is the time, the next step. There's my spout. It's all made. I want to add a knob. I'm going to take a little tiny ball and I am going to put a ball, a round ball on top of my teapot, my lid up here. But you can't just place a ball up here. It will roll off. And it has such a little tiny, teeny little area on the ball that's touching the lid. You got to tap that. Tap, tap. Now I have a flat edge on my ball. And now when I connect it to here, it has more coverage of connection. So I'm going to go ahead and I want to attach that. I'm going to scratch and score the other way. Score it. Okay. And I'm going to score right into the center. We'll measure. Excellent. Right there in the middle. Both ways. Perfect. Now I know since I used a ruler that it's centered. Nice and neat. Scratch it well. Score it real well. Okay. Take a little bit of this slit. Stick it on there. Make it real saucy. Get a lot on there. And attach it. Beautiful knob. Don't make your ball larger than an inch. It will explode if it gets larger than that. We never want to go thicker than 1 inch is the thickest you can go. And sometimes I say the rule 3/4, but an inch is the total amount. Don't go thicker than 1 inch. Okay? Otherwise you got to hollow it out. I don't want to go in there and make a hole in my knob. All right, so the ball is on. Oh, we have to coil reinforce. We attached a knob to a lid and we must put a coil all the way around the ball. Very good. Okay, and a little water is our friend. Not too much. Beautiful. So we've got that ball on. I coil reinforce. That ball is not going to come off now. Okay, it's beautiful. It's round. It's pretty. And my shape of this lid is round. And my form is round. And my spout is round. We must aesthetically make this all the same. If it was a square teapot, I would want a square spout. If it was a triangular teapot, I would want a triangular spout. And all you do is you take your spout and you tap it on a board and you tap it into a position of that form, okay? All right. Now is the next step. We're going to attach a coil, a big, fat, thick coil on the inside of our lid because it makes a plug. Look at this has a plug. It won't come off. See this? I can move it around. I can walk around the room and my lid isn't going to fall off because it has a coil. So we need to attach the coil onto our